Hey, yeah. Yeah. We're gonna talk about it right now. We're gonna talk about this life that we're living. Hey, I got bills to pay. I got words to sway. I'm like, hey, baby. That's all y'all getting from me tonight. What's up, guys? How you doing? This is H1. We're gonna be running it back with another episode talking about chess knowledge, chess wisdom, and chess understanding again. Let's get it. Today, we have a rapid tournament. Don't mind the title. It is what it is. What's up, Southern Chess Spirit? What's up, Wild Soggy? We're gonna do 4 rounds of a rapid tournament. I'm gonna make sure it's not rated this time. I can confirm that it is not rated this time. The rapid tournament will be started in... Let's do that. Actually, I need everybody to get in here. Rest easy. Alright. It's morphing time. I usually quit like 3rd round after losing. Dang, come on, man. Don't be doing that this time around. Super early. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got stuff to do tonight, so we gotta do a super early tournament. We got stuff to do. But how y'all been doing? How y'all been feeling? What's been the goals that we're trying to achieve? What are y'all inspired to do in the next 4 to 5 years? Just let me know. Just lay it all flat. Let me know in the chat. I'm just a normal guy. Just get better at chess. I feel that. I can help y'all out too. Let's get it. I don't know where my mods are. They'll show up sooner or later. What's up, King Rezo? How you doing? And that'll be the last time I'll be calling you King in my chat. Give me mod on Twitch too. I guess I could, but let me wake them up right quick. Usually I'm not this early, so they probably thinking, what the crap is wrong with this dude? What the crap is wrong with this dude? All right, there we go. We got everything up and going. Let's play some chess. Not Fran chess. How you doing? The tournament is pinned. Let's play some chess until the tournament starts. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Play some bullet like always. What's the name of the song? This song name is Sunrise to Sunset by Rebecca Mardal. What's your main opener? The Catalan, of course. This dude P had to confirm. You know I'm the king. Heck nah. Heck nah. Don't ever say that in my chat. But H1, I want you to see my game. You did send me a message on... You sent me a message on Discord, right? I'm gonna have to see that game. Let's do it after this match. Why am I all the way back down to 23:59? Don't ask me silly questions like that. Just vibe with me. That's all you need to do. Did he not do a move yet? All right, he took a long time to do this last move, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna infiltrate this diagonal by JDP. we are going to put in a whole lot of development right here. I need to actually do this. Hit them with the bishop c5, get that tactic in after attacking this rook. We can still do this move, bishop to c5. Then we are going to do knight takes. We are going to take. We are going to take this bishop right here and finish out all of our fantasies that we want to finish out. Let's get some more development going. Hit this pawn. If they do king h7, it's lost. All right. True. Let's push this h pawn. Could have just taken. I want this knight. I want that knight. They better give me that knight. This is fine too. How do I want to do this? Just push pawn up. Right. There we go. Good game. Good game. Good game. Pastor Gamer. Whoa, yeah, we got a very early stream today. You said, God bless y'all. Thank you. Appreciate it. You know, always. I'ma say it. Heck nah. Disobedient child. Moon Island Skateboard. What's up? How you doing? Let's win some more games right quick. Let's try to at least. And join the tournament. We got a rapid tournament that will be happening in 30 minutes. So join it right now before you lose your place. I want to do d6. Yeah, we're going to just do d6. And then we are going to put the knight right here. And then we are going to keep this tension right here and do bishop g4. Keep that diagonal pinned. That is a deal breaker, I will say. That is a massive deal breaker. This is why I don't play this. Right. That makes perfect sense right now. That makes perfect sense right now. I think I'm just lost. We're just gonna resign that. I played that completely wrong. Unless there was a move right here. Was there a move right here? No, there was no move. I just played that completely wrong. I was supposed to do d takes or bishop d7. Any of those moves would have been fine, but I decided to do one of the worst moves ever. Let's continue. Learning openings while playing Bullet. International Master, we'll get them next time. Let's get it. All right. Okay, we got the easiest, simplest opening in the world that I can play forever. I could play this with my eyes closed if I wanted to, but this is not a stream for me to showboat. This is a stream for me to educate and to give y'all this chess knowledge, chess wisdom, and chess understanding. All right, so we're gonna do queen b3. We're going to put the rook on the open c file. Actually, we're gonna put this piece right there. All right, we're gonna get this rook on the open c file like I wanted to. We are going to put the knight back to c3. All right, this is cool. Like, I like this pawn structure. Usually when I have this pawn structure, the games are very easy, but let's see what happens. Ooh, all right, let's do this. Okay, we got bishop takes, and then we got a free exchange. I love that. I love that for myself. We got queen to e5. Let's try to win this as quickly and smoothly as possible. Let's double up the rooks. Make sure to keep everything protected, because with everything being protected, I don't have to worry about any of my pieces being captured all willy-nilly. But anyway, what else do we want to do here? Let's just trade that final rook that's defending his king, because that piece is not deserved. And there we go. Checkmate. Catalan. He plays the Catalan of a true washed chess player. Wow. I'm getting a call washed in the beginning of the match. I see how it is. Actually, that just reminded me of something. Since y'all wanna call me washed, I'll show y'all washed.
Bud Willie, follow your channel.
Bud Willie, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Raise X, what's up? How you doing? Let me see. Where is it? I'm trying to find it. See, y'all been playing with my name too much, so I gotta switch a few things. Y'all been playing with my name too much. All right, so we fixed that. What else are we gonna fix on here? Where's that word at? Where is it at? Yeah. There we go, fix that. Seems decent enough. So that when Elias gets in here, he's not like... All right, there we go, change that. And let's get back to our just understand it again. That would be 5 subs for him to do that. Wow, bro, hate me that much, he won't answer me. Yeah, you're gonna have to deliver me some subs. You're gonna have to give me some props. Okay, let's play another game. Let's do this opening, the center game. Nothing wrong with the center game. I feel like I get an attack. I get an attack when my, actually, this move is actually pretty deep. Have I ever experienced this move before? I don't know. I don't know, we're just gonna take. Mine's a well. Let's just take, see what happens. We're gonna do knight there. Let's do queen to d3. Let's do queen takes. Right, we're gonna queenside castle. They were supposed to play f5, but we're gonna have to look up afterwards what to do. We're gonna have to look up afterwards and learn from our mistakes. Okay, let's keep the pieces on the board. Do a move like queen f4 is perfect. Queen f4 is a perfect move. Now what do we want to do? Let's do bishop d3. All right, cool. Let's do knight to h3. I don't see any. He's trying to trade. He's trying to trade pieces now. That's not good. All right, here we go. Put the king to b1. Take. Okay. That's still. Let's do that. Interesting. Let's push that h pawn. Oh, I'm down on time. Oh no, that's a free piece. They didn't see it in time, so we're good. We're gonna lose on time. Good job. We're gonna lose on time, and they found some tactics. Good job on that one. Good job on that one. We gotta play a little bit faster while keeping the speed while talking about these bullet games. We gotta do everything at once. And if we can't do everything at once, then we're slacking. We need to never slack. Where do you find your music? Oh, for the stream, Epidemic Sound. Okay, let's go at the same speed. Right, that makes sense. Let's castle while we still got the chance. I don't want to trade pieces, but kind of had to. Let's do knight there. Knight really isn't doing anything. It's fine. We'll just give it away a piece. Whoa, pawn. Could have took that. We're still gonna take it. Still gonna take it. Ooh. Let's not get checkmated. Let's actually take that. All right. Let's take this first. Okay, what are we doing now? What are we doing now? let's just go here. I should have played that move just a tiny bit faster. I'm going way too slow. Going way too slow for that last part. We're not going fast enough. Hello, Brazilian monk. How you doing? You look like you aged 20 years. Gosh, Lee, where did that come from? Sora, what you mean? I looked exactly the same.
Kurdo_Haldori just followed.
What does that mean? Let's see a picture of you, Sora. Let's see a picture of you. Let's see a picture. All right, let's go a tiny bit faster. I think I hesitated that last point too, so. Okay. Are we lagging a little bit? I don't think so. Let's get everything defended. Oh my. Oh crap. No. All right, here we go. Okay. This is not good. Ladies and gentlemen, we need some help. And he's going faster. That's not good. This is not good. This is a good 2200. Gosh, Lee, all these 2200s came out the woodworks. Aw, dang it. Dang it. All right, come on now. Let's keep on going. Keep on going. We gotta keep the pace. How do we keep the pace? By just moving, right? Nope. All right. Just keep on moving. Keep on showing them that we know how to play chess. All right. Okay, this should be a win, but let's not count our cards yet. All right. So just fork everything, because why not? Seems fun enough. Interesting. Let's take that. I'm gonna give them the exchange back, because I don't really like how this was going. Let's attack this. I'm trying to take control of something. Okay. Put that bishop sneakily right there. He figured out the move that I was trying to do. All right. Well, let's sneak another way. Let's sneak in there. Let's just change that. Attack that pawn. Make this as simple as possible. Right. Let's just attack this pawn. There we go. Good game. Thank you, thank you. Been not good enough. So the chess spirit. Hello, Lautaro Sega. Hello, H1. How are you? Greetings from Argentina. I'm using a translator to send messages. Could you send my regards to Leonardo? Who is that? Leonardo. I don't know who that is, but hey, shout out to him, I guess. What does that board say in the back? Chess is a gymnasium of the mind. That's what it says. Nico, what's up? How you doing? First time. Let's get it. How you been doing? Post yourself in a server and we will do a roast session. I know, for real. Sora.
Sub, will you look at the game I sent on stream?
If I sub, would you look on the game that I sent on stream? The tournament will be starting in 8 minutes, so I don't ever have time to look at it. Probably afterwards. Probably after the tournament. Bro, nobody's joining the tournament. If nobody joins the tournament, we're gonna shut it all down. We got 3 players? That is unacceptable. We need at least like 10. To keep this tournament going, we need at least like 10. Why are middle games so hard? Middle game plans?
Revive Mevro Gaming, follow your channel.
Let's answer some questions very quick. Why are middle games so hard? Well, middle games is actually hard because, first of all, it revolves around the opening that you play. Because if you have a good opening, then you're gonna have a good middle game. So you want to like focus on opening so that you can know your plans on the middle game. And then secondly, when the middle game happens, then you're gonna have to start calculating and figuring out the best moves. And especially if you don't know the overall principles that should help you push your middle game forward, then obviously you're not gonna know what you're doing. You're gonna spend more time. You're gonna eventually run out of time and eventually lose the game. All right. So that's generally how it goes. That's why you need to learn something new every day, especially these middle game tips. Like for example, the threat is better than the execution, or learning how your pawns should be in the game, or learning different type of structures. What are double pawn structures? What are triple isolated pawns? What are isolated pawns? What are connected pass pawns? You should know all these terms if you want to get better at a middle game. All right. Now we need 10 players to start this tournament up, or I'm just gonna be playing viewers this whole day. All right. Apologies for the repeat, but as a player very new to the game of chess, understanding the easiest way to get better is just to play and do not stop. But well, I don't think that's always true, because there's a lot of players that played over 50,000 games and are still 1,000 elo. That's not always the case. That is not always the case. This dude, Mr. Q. Thank you, appreciate it. Where's the tournament? The tournament is linked in the pinned comments. The tournament is pinned in the comments. It's tough because you have to find tactics and also make plans. Thanks for answering, fam. You're welcome. Hopefully that helps out. Hopefully I gave you some info that can help you out beyond what like the normal person gives you. Because I know what the average advice is, like I keep on doing puzzles and crap like that. So I gave you something a little bit different. Just a little bit different. All right. Okay, what are we doing here? Up. All right. They want to attack that knight. So be it. So be it. No, I think I captured with the... I forgot which pawn to capture with, but we're just gonna capture with the G pawn. Looks about right.
Guys, please, no one join tournament. Wouldn't we all rather prefer him to play viewers and also analyze my game grin?
He's trying to negotiate. He's trying to negotiate. What is going on here? I am befuddled. I am confused. I'm just trying to live life, but they clearly don't want me living life. So we're going to... All right, let's do this. All right, we're gonna do this. Very hefty move there. And what else you gonna do next? Oh crap, that is a free queen. That I'm just not finding. Shoot, hey, we need to go back to the 2200s because it seems like everybody's just getting better together. Like, this is crazy. Everybody's getting better together. Up. I don't know what to do. Yeah, this is crazy. Like, every single move loses. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Frank Twitch official followed your channel.
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, but jeez. Oh, that's not good. What? Oh my goodness. Dang it. I quit chess again. Oh, I could play like one more bullet match. I quit chess again. What to do to get back in? It's always tactics. You got to get the tactics back up to where you had it before. That's the key thing to get your chess back to where you left off at is tactics. Doing tactic puzzles. How can I beat every 2300?
Followed your channel.
Did y'all see this? I beat every like high rated 2300, but these 2200s are giving me the work. That makes no sense. But if you're trying to get back at chess, tactics, tactics, tactics. Being proficient at tactics will not hurt. All right? Don't be afraid. Do not be afraid. Let's just castle. This is a bad position already. Okay, here we go. All right, let's just protect that pawn right quick. Yeah, let's do some of that action. Oh my goodness. Look at these pieces. These pieces are looking wild. These pieces are looking wild. This can't be good. All right. Got that pawn. Got the extra pawn. I should have just did king f2. That makes no sense. Okay. What you're going to do now, we are definitely just going to push these pawns up because why not? Oh, they made it even better. What you're going to do, right. How do I want to get the king out? Maybe. Oh yeah, I guess this is a plausible way to get this started. All right. Right. Okay. I want this pawn. They don't want to give me that pawn. Let's just do that. There we go. Good game. Let's get the tournament started. We've got 8 players up in here so far. Good enough. Let's get it. Good enough. Let's get it. 23XX Elo is no joke. Yeah, it took a while, but we need to. I used to be like 2500, so we got to get it back up to how it used to be. Got to get it back up. Tough game. Yeah, all these games was tough. All these games were tough. I'm typing the link to the tournament now. I joined the last second. Yeah, the tournament has already started. The first round has already started. So let's see how everybody's going to perform. My first opponent is going against 987. 987. Oh, and then I don't want to do the London system, so we're going to counteract that with knight to c3. All right, we don't do the London system over here. That's not something that we do. That's not something that we do. Let's turn the music a tad bit down. It's a little bit too loud. All right, so let's do bishop to d3. I can join in 3 minutes. Bet. Bishop d3, knight to f3. Just develop pieces like normally. I got 4 pieces developed. Got the king castle, so I'm kind of ahead. Let's just put that knight right there to e5 since their king is still in the center. Just playing some easy moves. That's usually all we need to win a game. Just playing easy moves. All right. Oh, they're trying to trade off all the pieces. Well, let's do c takes on d3 just in case if they want to trade off every single thing, just to make some type of imbalance in the position. So just keep the pawn on d3. Let's make sure that every piece gets developed. Let's think strategically. Let's think about certain threats. I probably should have taken that knight on c6 already. Let's take that free pawn right there on b5. You know, stuff like that. Let's get this fork right here of the rook and queen. Let's capture that. Let's capture that bishop. However they want to do this. And then we're going to solidify that knight on b5. And now we have threats of like rook to c7, which is glorious. We don't really care about this because that pawn is already defended every single way possible. And now we got an idea here of just doing queen c2. Even if they capture, we're just going to recapture with the pawn. So it really doesn't matter for real. Or we could just, you know, just get the game over with the move rook to c1. Just get the game over with is a good option too. Right. We're going to trade off every single piece because that's what we do if we're ahead up on material. Now we got moves like knight to c7. We're threatening definitely queen takes, queen takes. All right, so this should just be a flat out win. We could just pre-move everything else. All right, let's just pre-move everything else. I had an inkling that they was gonna do that. Okay, we gotta be careful because this can easily be drawn. As I do the most drawn move ever. Okay, there we go. Good game. Okay, let's see what everybody else is doing now. We got 8 players so far in this tournament. We're gonna be seeing who's going to win. Let's get to it. Gonna buy the bundle tomorrow. The bundle. Hello, coach. Gonna buy the bundle. Hey, Siraj, let's get it. Let's get it. All right, sounds good, man. Hey, join the tournaments if you have time. If you have time. If you have time. Yeah, I do coaching just to let everybody know. And since you are gonna be buying the bundle, let me see. How many spots do I got left? Got like 3 spots left. So if anybody needs one-on-one coaching online, you know, just message me on chess.com, Instagram, wherever. I'll check it all tonight so that I don't miss anybody. I'll send you a link so that you can schedule your first trial lesson for $20. And for that first lesson, that first trial lesson, you get 1 hour with me. We could talk all about your improvement, about your chess. I'll give you some tips on how you can even improve if you don't want to continue on. And yeah, like that's pretty much what I offer. Thank you, Pastor Gamer. Appreciate it. Where's the link? The link to the tournament is already pinned in the chat. Okay. But if you're talking about the one-on-one lessons, then just message me. This guy's a great coach, but a trial lesson. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I try to do my best with the trial lesson. Trust me. I try to do my best. You destroyed me. I've been playing chess for a little bit, and that is my intentions, is to destroy the opponent that I'm facing. Any means necessary, all right? Like, even if he was in front of me, if he was winning, like, I'll just, you know what I mean? Just, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Nobody's poking eyes out. Nobody should be poking eyes out. No. That's not what we should be doing. But what we should be doing is learning chess knowledge, chess wisdom, chess understanding. So this is your time now, while we're in like the state of watching this game, to ask me any chess questions. I got all the time in the world to give you the knowledge, the wisdom that you need to get better. So what you think? Anybody got like a tournament coming up? Anybody need like tournament tips? Anybody need tips on specific openings or the personality of openings? Anybody need questions on, I don't know, the type of tactics that you should be learning at like 1500 ELO, or how to calculate in the correct way, or how to critically think in chess? All these questions, like the more questions you ask, the important questions that you ask, is gonna get you higher up. It's just like learning anything else. If you was, that was a random, there we go. Like if you was learning anything else, right? For example, if you was in a math class, you wouldn't ask anything about biology if you was in a math class talking about algebra. So you should be asking what is the scientific method or something like that. But since we're in chess, if you ask potent questions, that can enlighten you to the next level. Like it could just be one saying, then you're like, oh, I got it. And guess what? You rose up like 200 ELO points. Oh, you should be able to late join because it went from 8 to 9. You should be able to join at any point. I'm 400 bullet, 700 blitz, 1300 rapid, 1400 daily. How to get bullet and blitz up. Well, first of all, how to get bullet and blitz up, you got to understand the principles of those games. Lower time control, and I say this because some people like forget and they don't know like the certain concepts and don't even acknowledge that it is a completely different game. So with the blitz and bullet, it's more about the time rather than you finding the best moves. Okay, so in order for you to become a better bullet or blitz player, one thing that you have to learn, especially at the level that you're at right now, is to stop blundering pieces. Stop doing really, there's a difference between a bad, like a semi like bad move and a really horrible error. There's a big difference. Like you might have missed a checkmate in 2, right? But at least you didn't blunder the whole game by giving your opponent your free queen. We need to differentiate the different blunders that you're doing, and that's why in those lower time controls, thank you for the follow.
Call me underscore
That's why with those
tactics,
lower
follow
time
your
controls,
channel.
you're not only looking at the position, how your pieces are doing. It's just like running a restaurant. It's just like running a restaurant, seeing how your employees are doing, seeing which employee does best at a certain spot, seeing which employee does best at the cashier register, cooking, etc. Like, of course, we're trying to do average good moves, making sure that each one of our pieces are doing a good job. But at the same time, we got to pay attention to the clock because you're not playing classical. You're not playing classical. With classical, both of you got 90 minutes. And not only that, you got a 30-second increment. So with each move, you get 30 seconds. And then not only that, you get extra time after the 40 moves. You get extra time. You get like an extra 30 minutes on the clock. Like that's a pure form of chess where you should be thinking constantly, calculating constantly. But blitz, bullet isn't that way. Blitz and bullet is a completely different game. Still chess, just different. Call me Tactics. Hello. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. This dude, thank you for what's your name, Ferrari? I appreciate it. No cursing though. No cursing. This is a family friendly chat. Hopefully that helped out. Okay, thanks. Usually I lose by flagging. Yeah, there we go. So the first thing you need to do with blitz, you should be thinking 3 to 5 seconds each move. And with bullet, you should be thinking 1 second each move. Even in a tough position, when you're like hesitating, like trying to figure out a move, that's bad. You should be doing a move constantly. And it's a hard skill to do, but you know, you gotta learn it. You gotta train it. Or you can train it another way by actually increasing your rapid. And then if you increase your rapid and understanding about chess, overall, that's gonna make everything else better. You just gotta choose what you wanna do, what you enjoy. I'm never gonna tell you not to enjoy a certain type of variant of chess or time control. That's what I'm never going to do, all right? Because bullet is fun, blitz is really fun. Sometimes that's what people just wanna do, is play blitz and bullet. Like obviously, if you follow the chess champion route, yeah, you should be playing only classical chess. But if you're a degen, just be a degen. Also, coach, I was a dude a week ago that asked if it's good to play while drunk. It actually, oh, surprisingly, okay, definitely not while all the way not sober. But if you're to a point, you know what I mean. If you're to the point where you're that middle ground, where all the stress is released, and you're just doing moves, you're in that flow state. I mean, if it calms your anxiety, sometimes that happens with most people. It's yeah, but if you go overboard, obviously you're going to play worse, and you should just not be on a computer. Honestly, you should just go to bed because you're gonna have a really bad morning the next day. All right. Don't drink while play chess. Especially the hard liquor. Man, let's talk about a 30-second chess. It's super tough. It is super tough, but one thing about 30-second chess, you got to work on your accuracy. And how people taught me to get better at like 30-second chess or like 10-second chess is by lowering the sensitivity of your mouse. You got to lower it for you to do more accurate moves faster. And of course, that's going to cause you're going to be moving your arm a lot. It's going to be, you're going to have to practice doing longer swings with your arms to make these moves. But that's how you become more accurate for you to flag people in chess, especially online chess. That's a big lesson that I had to learn. I'm still struggling middle games. Yeah, everybody still struggles with middle games. Even Magnus Carlsen doesn't play the perfect middle game sometimes. But what you need to know is just keep on learning. Every chess game is an opportunity to learn. And so if you don't learn anything, if you go straight to the computer, if you do the game review instantly, then you're not learning based off of your own understanding. You're learning based off of what AI is telling you, right? So the only way for you to learn is to learn by your mistakes, and don't treat it as something that is like a terrible thing for you.
Yickety just traded with 2
Yickety? I do not know who Yickety is, but what's up? How you doing? Thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Don't play 30-second chess. Who do you think you are? Siraj. Sadly,
Yikati followed your channel.
Sadly, over here, we have played 10-second chess. Yickety, thank you for the follow.
Yikati followed your channel.
Sadly, over here, we have been degens sometimes, and we have enjoyed every type of chess. And one thing that we do enjoy, especially on the Twitch side of things, is 10-second chess. It is possible. And yes, it is mostly pre-moving. And yes, it's mostly about like how fast you do the moves. But it's still actually chess because you've got to predict the moves that your opponent is doing. And it helps with flagging. Okay. Did I miss anything? Let's just go. Yeah, we got a lot of questions. Let's get to it. 10-second chess is Call of Duty. Pretty much. What are things that you need to know? What are things that you need to know? What are things that you need to know in the Sicilian? Is that what you're asking? Abdullah? Can you confirm that? Yickety, how do I get a game of 10-second chess? Normally, I don't, it's easier if you just have a lot of friends and you challenge somebody at 10-second chess, because I don't think there's a specific pool, especially below 2,500, that plays 10-second chess. But it is really fun though. Hello, Darkwing Dog. How you doing? Did he confirm? Yeah, I totally forgot. Okay. Black just ran out all of his time. It's okay to lose, guys. You can just resign. Like it's okay to lose. Anyway. I love the custom puzzles that you showed in our lesson. Playing a puzzle from a winning position is a great study skill. Exactly. That is one of the things that we did go over. Doing drills and learning how to win winning positions will always help you out at any level. And then plus, if you're even over 2,000, facing a 3,000 ELO computer in a winning position with like 1 minute on the clock is actually pretty challenging. And I would always tell people to do that. That is for any type of ELO. Now, Yes, sir. Having a couple drinks and playing 5 minutes is great to get you in the flow. Let's go. Tips about the Sicilian. Now, the Sicilian is a special type of opening that, I mean, sometimes it's argued by grandmasters that it is the best opening to combat e4. It is very energetic depending on the opening that white plays. Like, for instance, here they are playing something that is, it's going to be hyper tactical, but at the same time, it's going to be enjoyable. All right, we're gonna do G6 because what we're planning on. Oh, all right. So they switched it up on me. So they switched it up on me where I'm actually playing something that I don't know too much about. But the Sicilian, there's so many different variations. There's so many different ways to play it. It has been played the most, all right, by grandmasters. I mean, the more exciting games comes from the Sicilian. That's what I think, honestly. Let's do E6. I don't know. 10-second chess is pure degenerate gambling. I used to think that it was gambling until I got 10-0'd by a grandmaster that was like 3,000 in 10-second chess. So I don't think that anymore. I could get a fork, but let's castle first. And then now let's go for the fork. Yep, I totally forgot. I am about 500 elo. Can you tell me how to improve learning to checkmate, how to see it in lineup checkmate? So in order for you to learn how to checkmate, you have to learn all the different names of checkmate. There's actually not that many checkmating patterns for you to, I mean, there's like 30 something, but once you learn them, once you have them in your head, it's actually easier for you to see them in your actual games. And then you practice those checkmates with the custom puzzles on chess.com or whatever other platform, like other platforms have custom puzzles. Other platforms have custom puzzles for you to do just to focus on checkmate. And then plus two, there's this app that I found, not sponsored at all. You can do this off of the internet too. There's this app that I found. You can do this offline too. Like sometimes when I'm like chilling in the bathroom or whatever, I be playing this like pocket chess game. Can y'all see that? It gives you different like checkmating. It's not gonna focus. It gives you like different checkmating scenarios. So this one is like made in 4. There's like 1,000 puzzles on it. Dealing with checkmate. That's a skill that you have to learn. Because if you don't learn it, then you are going to be in trouble. Yickety, thank you for the subscription, man. I appreciate it. H1 plays pocket chess while on the toilet. Yes, I do. All right. I know too much information, but it was needed to get the point. It was needed to get the point across. All right. You can practice chess wherever you are. You can practice chess while watching a Netflix series. You could be watching, what is people watching nowadays? You could be watching Squid Games while playing chess. Or not while playing chess, but even like training, doing puzzles. You can watch one episode of Squid Games, do 5 puzzles, and then get back to the second episode. You can always train. Training shouldn't be an issue.
G1970.
Any place? Why toilet?
Followed your channel.
I mean, I'm just saying. Of course, I train at other places, right? At the dinner table, whatever. But I'm just saying, like, you can. For the people that say they can't train at all, I was just giving an example of an awkward spot where you can be like, you know what? I can do like 5 puzzles right here. But for y'all to take it literally is come on, guys. We need some intelligence here, all right? we need to like not just a toilet. While school? Yes, even while at school. I remember when I was in high school back in the day, right? When I had my little I had my chess book. It was a chess book that had all these puzzles in it. I think it was like the 2000 puzzle chess book. Anyway, when I got done with my homework, got done with all my work assignments during that class, the teacher really didn't care what you did afterwards. And so what did I do? Well, I solved puzzles in that chess book like a true nerd. But it's not even nerdy anymore to do that anymore. So, hey, back then it was actually like frowned upon, but I didn't care. Shoot. I once played chess with my friend while bro, call me tactics is wild. And Ferrari, now I am seeing it's Rapid Arena. Dang, I suck at Rapid. Yeah, it is Rapid. It is Rapid. Bro, I gotta buy. Is this guy gonna play the next match? It's still nerdy to read books, coach. Yeah, I would argue that too, because most things is technological. You gotta get you a little Kindle. I don't know if people still are using Kindle. Are people still ordering ebooks? I guess that's the main thing that people. Whatever way that you got to learn about these chess concepts, go do it. All right. I used to go to the library, the public library, and just search out chess books. Check out a chess book, learn from it. What, they let you check out a chess book for about a month, and then I used to return it. And then plus at my local library, they used to play chess a lot there too. That's where I told y'all about that story about me getting beat by that homeless guy. Got beat by that homeless guy. That homeless guy was good. I think he was like 1400 when I was beginning chess. I think he was like 1400. My chess book was burnt up by bullies. Do you like history books? I do like history books. I like any book that I'm interested in at the moment. So, I mean, shoot. That could be psychology books, that could be history, that could be
James P. Hunter followed
philosophy,
your channel.
like any one of those books are fine. I probably read more chess books than a lot of people though. Maybe, I don't know. These grandmasters is kind of psycho about learning how to get better at chess. So I can't even argue that. I need to get on your level, Abdullah. I'm stuck at 1170 to 1210. Yeah, that is a good point to be stuck at, you know? You got to learn a lot. A lot of chess knowledge happens within that ELO rating. Oh, okay. We got a game going on here. Wait a minute. We got to calm down. We got to calm down. We got to calm down. We're gonna push up that G pawn. All right. We're going to put that rook on C4 because that seems like a good spot to put that rook and even double it someday. I like my pieces because they can't push up the F pawn. I'm going to take the G pawn and my rook is doing fine. My bishop is behind my... Okay, we're going to take with the B pawn. Definitely not the other pawn. We're doing quite well right now. For right now. Anything can happen in the World Wrestling Federation. All right. So... never underestimate your opponent's ideas. Now, what is the perfect idea to solidify this advantage? Because I already got a protected pass pawn. I got a really awesome knight. The only piece that's not playing is this rook. So I would like to do something with this rook. I just don't know what. That's the idea. That's the dilemma. Like, for example, do I just do F5, F4? That seems like an idea. But I'm just going haymaker at that moment. Actually, there's no way that they can stop that. There's no way that they can stop that. They can't even push up F3. Like, what are they gonna do? Knight to C3? I'm sacking. F4. Take. We're threatening F3, forking the two pieces right here. If they take with the knight, they already know that I am I am sacking on that square F4 with my rook. The battery along that diagonal is going to be lit up. It is going to be amazing. It is going to be amazing. And I think I had this position before too, weirdly enough. So that is a good move to close the F file, I will admit. This is winning. I just need to figure out the best way to win. For example, I could do F takes on G3 and sack the knight, but then I would have to think about, okay, what do I do after that? Which I do have moves like rook to F2. But then what happens after they go to King G1? So we do have a lot of things to consider here, because after King G1, I don't have anything. I don't have nothing. There's no way for me to get my queen rerouted to the F3 square. Maybe this. Maybe Queen F8. Maybe Queen F8. And then Queen F3. But what if they sack? Well, and then we capture Queen. We probably can get away with it, weirdly enough, now that I'm looking at it. Because there's no way for them to prevent my queen from going to the F3 square. Now that I'm thinking about it, and this is why you calculate. This is the main reason why you do so. Because now that I'm thinking about it, they don't got any good moves to block that. So if they take the knight, then it's game over. I wonder, can I trick them with that? But they could be listening to this conversation at this present moment. Okay, let's see if they're listening. Let's see. We're gonna take. Yeah, Queen F8 actually works because there's no way for them to prevent my queen from going to the F3 square. So the trick did happen. And the real superstar of this position, and this is why you have to calculate when you get above 2000, is this C pawn. The C4 pawn prevents this queen from stopping my queen from going to the F3 square. So the real superstar here is the C4 pawn. And this is why you have to practice visualization in chess. Now they can figure out, like, this game isn't over yet. I could have missed a tactic. Like, for example, I had to consider, okay, what if they take the pawn, but we just take queen and we're winning? What if they do bishop to F1? Well, I have this move, right? Rook to F1, King G2, Queen F3. What if they sack? We take queen. It doesn't seem like they have anything else to do that is really important, because even if they take the pawn on D5, we have Queen F3 and this game is over. So based on my calculation, it should be over. Unless they do, well, it's still over because I can just ignore that whole rook completely and get checkmated too. Let's see. Somebody got timed out by Patzer Gamer. H1, you know how I play. What do I need for 1900, 2000 blitz? Yeah, calculation. And not just the simple tactics too. You are gonna need to do the simple tactics, so you're not, because what happens is too, there's a lot of players that is at like the 2000, 2200 range that still get caught up by like little tactics. And so you do need to practice those low difficulty tactics still. And one test that I love doing that I did on stream before, Patzer Gamer was here for it. Do 100 low difficulty tactics, like 0 to 1000 first, with no mess ups. And then increase the difficulty, like do 0 to 1500, 0 to 2000. And if you could do that, and at the same time, you should be doing the longer form tactics too, like the 3500 tactics. And I'm just basing it all off of chess.com. You can do this on any platform. You should be able to do the longer calculation tactics, and at the same time, keeping that low difficulty tactics in your rotation. Both of those are really important. And puzzle rush, like puzzle rush is really good too. That actually helped out a lot of players. That has actually helped out a lot of players. Interesting, never thought about it like that. And I get what you mean. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Even people above 2000 get caught up by those like little forks and pins and crap, which is really annoying. Especially in like bullet or time controls that are lower. you get caught up by those tactics, and you need to just see those tactics intuitively. That should be intuitive. That should be muscle memory, right? It's just like learning your language. That's how, like, that's why when Hikaru Nakamura, I was watching a stream when Hikaru Nakamura was playing, and he always gets mad when he falls for like a fork or a pin that he should have seen. And he gets mad because, dude, he can't be doing that. He's above like 3,000, first of all. And secondly, you don't want to get into the habit. That's just a bad habit to get into. You want to wipe that away from your bad chess habits. You want to wipe that away. Big trickery. Hello, sir. May you recommend your chess video to Journey to 2000? May you recommend your... do you want me to do a chess video 0 to 2000? I could do one. I got an account that is technically like a speedrun account, so I can do that. I just don't know who would be interested in that. But that does sound fun. I could put that on my YouTube, make a whole series about it, explain the moves that I make, and etc. Also, tourney is over, so you can analyze my game. Where's that sub at, though? Wait a minute. Was it only 3 games? I thought I put 4. Oh, did some people leave and then that just made it 3 games? All right, bet. Okay, so first place, you got your boy H1. Second place, we got Southern Chess Spirit. Third place, we got 987. Very short tourney. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. I will look at your game for a subscription always.
Southern Chess Spirit followed your channel.
But thank you for everybody being in here to join that. Let's get it. There's your sub. Let's go. Let's look at this game right quick. Let's analyze it, see what we could have done better, see what we did do good at. I like reinforcing positivity too. And noticing what you do really good at and expanding on that knowledge is really important. So if you're an attacking player, then there's no reason why you shouldn't have this book right here. Where's this book at? If you're an attacking player, there is no reason why you shouldn't have this book right here. All right? This is the book that I promise you Woody Alien looked at. All right? There's no reason why you should not have this book. If you're a more strategic player, if you learn by like principles rather than drills, then there's no reason why you shouldn't have this book. If you're good at end games and you like trading pieces to an end game and grinding that out, there's no reason why you shouldn't have some sort of end game book in your arsenal. All right, like you gotta look up what you're good at and expound on that, and then use that skill to beat stronger players. Shows your life. Those are like all the books that I have. I need to get some more chess books. Oh, have I showed y'all my Garry Kasparov book? I do have a chess book for educators too. You know, even as an educator, even as a coach, I'm always learning. Like that's one thing that you, for any future chess coaches out there, you always have to be learning at the same time. Anyway, a Southern Chess Spirit, you have waited. Let's get to it. The tournament is over. It's done. It's a done deal. Y'all waited too late. Y'all waited too late. If you want me to look at your chess game, you have to sub on Twitch. All right, let's just do that. Since nobody was in the rapid mood. Okay. Oh yeah, let me show y'all my book that was signed by Garry Kasparov. He came to Kansas City one day. I don't know how much this is worth, but if somebody wants to buy this for $1,000, hey, you know. I'm not going to deny money, all right? If somebody wants to, but this is signed by Garry Kasparov. Got this book, very political book, but it does, weirdly enough, have some really good chess knowledge that I learned from it. Like, for example, one of the things when Garry Kasparov is analyzing chess games or evaluating chess games, most people consider time, the activity of pieces, the controlling of the center, pawn structure, king safety, etc. But in this book, he actually went over 3 things that he only considers. And the 3 things that he only considers is time, space, and it was time, space. Oh, dang it, what was the 3rd one? Because he doesn't consider king safety. That's a given. Is it? I don't know. He doesn't consider material. That's a given too. Time, space. I think it's center control. I could be wrong on that though. I'm gonna have to read this book again. But he doesn't really consider the main evaluation that most people do, because that's just unnecessary nonsense. Like, you should already know at that level that your king needs to be safe. You should already know at that level like what a bad pawn structure looks like. But what trumps all those things, what trumps even material, is activity, space, and control. All right. Now, let's look at this game. Your boy, Southern Chess Spirit, it seemed like he won the game against Ben Feingold. So, we got to get into it. I know a Dutch chess book store. It's pretty good. Let's go. Halloween game with please. Halloween game, what? Can you show London if black doesn't play F6? Show London if black doesn't play F6. What is that? What is it? What are you trying to... Okay, let's get on this game right quick. Chess, Southern Chess Spirit against Ben Feingold as the white pieces. Okay, we got E4. Oh. Now y'all need to analyze this without the... Yeah. We're gonna... he played a Caro-Kann against Ben Feingold. Y'all know how we treat the Caro-Kann. But let's see what he got out of this game. And he played it kind of... I don't really like this way to play the Caro-Kann, but if you do the moves perfectly, it is a opening. The Fee and Kettle defense, that's what it's called. All right. We developed each and every piece. We did bishop to e6, hitting the queen, which is a tempo in the game. We did rook to c8, threatening future attacks on the queen. We are currently, with our rook, x-raying the queen on the c2 square. And so after... wait a minute. I gotta fix something on YouTube. Okay, cool. So after this move, rook to c8, a3, bishop f5, e6 kind of seems a little bit awkward, but you get the purpose of blocking that pawn on d4 from going forward. And so knight to d5, queen d7. We got this knight on a perfect square. Well, sort of, because it is a loose piece, but at the same time, it could do a lot of damage. Like, for example, going to the d3 square. Good job. b5, take that pawn. This is definitely winning. Ben Feingold's playing really bad. All right, you're up a pawn. Well, you're up 2 pawns. Let me see what happened here next. All right. Wait a minute, you're kind of getting in trouble though. I don't like this move. I don't like this move because the pawn is already protected. I know you're trying to get done bishop to... you was probably trying to get done bishop to d4, which makes a lot of sense. Which you probably realize after bishop d4 now, they could do h6 and threaten like back ring checkmate, which is really annoying. I don't know why you didn't just capture the pawn though. I didn't win, but I was super close. Oh, you didn't win? Oh no, you didn't win. How did you botch this? I thought this was a win. Don't tell me that. I was thinking that you won. I wanted to be surprised like everybody else. This dude played GM Ben Feingold. Yeah, this guy in the chat, a Southern Chess Spirit, he played Ben Feingold. You just ruined it for me. Man, hey, we're supposed to win these. I gotta take a shower. Can you wait for a few minutes? I'll be back. Eddie, I probably will be here. I probably won't.
Jess
Never gonna lie.
17 followed your channel.
We need to play that. I need to play that new Sonic game that just came out. That Sonic racing game. Yeah, I'm definitely playing that after stream. I'm never gonna lie. It's actually really fun. But let's stay focused on this. So Rook to C1. Rook to C1. Trading. I don't know if I like this. Yeah, I think you're kind of getting scary a little bit. I don't know if I like these moves. First of all, taken. And then secondly, time. You are down 19 seconds. Like, I don't think this was bad at the present moment because they didn't have bishop to e6 at the moment. But of course I can say this because guess what? I'm not playing the game. And this is not my position at the present moment. So you should never like, when I'm giving criticism, I'm never like judging because I understand. But at the same time, it is something to work on to get better. Wait a minute, did we just go for a draw? Okay. I don't like giving away that the B pawn in these scenarios. The outside pass pawn is always better than the inside pawn, right? So even though you could make this pawn a pass pawn to win, I always want to keep the outside pass pawn. There were some tactics, I'm never gonna lie, that you couldn't get out of because there were threats of this, and that's why I didn't really like this move of this rook moving back. I mean, I didn't really like this move of this rook moving to D2 because unless you was doing this immediately, they can just take advantage of your back rank. They can just take advantage of it. But you did get out of it. Push the F pawn. I don't know. All right, did you lose on time? Was you trying to go for a draw? Yeah, you know we don't go for draws no matter who we're facing. All right, okay, wait a minute now. We're cooking. Or, well, are we cooking? Oh, we're cooking. Well, this is a draw. Did he beat you on time? Yeah, he tried beating you on time. Yeah, I can see when he's trying to rush you because he didn't even spend 1 second on this move. You see that? You see that, guys? That's if you're up above 20 seconds and you're under 1 minute, if you're both under 1 minute and one of you is above 20 seconds, the goal isn't to play accurate moves anymore. Of course, don't blunder the last piece that you have, but the goal is to flag. The goal is to flag at that point. So being down even 10 seconds when you're both under 1 minute is really bad. That's why you should always be checking the clock during these splits games because you never want to be in this situation, especially against a better opponent or a better player. My elo is 2,500. What's your elo? My elo is a 2,300 in all-time controls. Around there, we need to get back up above 2,500, but we've been slacking. Yeah, you're trying your best, and his moves aren't really hard. Yeah, that sucks. Very good game. Very good game. I feel like this could have been played differently. Maybe this part. And maybe even giving away this light square bishop because honestly, your bishops, I would argue, is better than your opponent's. So for example, doing a move like bishop to d3 here, wherever they move their bishop, it really doesn't matter. I mean, dude, you could have dominated with these bishops. They really didn't have any play with their bishops. Not instantly. And if you was honestly worried about that light square bishop, you could have did. This would have been semi better than the way that you traded bishops, because at least trading bishops like this, your rook is already behind the pawn. You can promote. There's no way for them to stop it. You're going to just keep on pushing the pawn. This bishop is protecting it, etc. So there is a technique to win these winning games that you have to do even above 2,000. I gotta get better with my time management. And that's the main thing.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
So that's the main thing too. You gotta get better at time control. That's the main thing. Because even, I think this whole game, maybe he wasn't nervous because he was always above about like 15 seconds. In order to make a Grandmaster semi-nervous, you gotta play at his speed. Especially in Blitz and Bullet. You gotta play at his speed at least, just to make him nervous. Because they're never gonna feel any type of fear of losing if they're ahead up on time. There's always a resource. And it's hard for you to look for all those resources of your opponent if you don't have time. And yet, even though I'm 1900, I can't play fast enough most of the time. Yeah. So that's why people get like mad at me sometimes, but that's why I honestly, I do the 10-second tournaments, because one of the main things that you have to learn, weirdly enough, and everybody's fast now, you gotta learn how to flag. It's unfortunate, I know, I get it, but everybody's fast online. Like, it didn't used to be like this 5 years ago, but everybody got faster with this little mouse. How to improve in positions, play quickly. How to improve positions, play quickly. I'm guessing how to improve positional play quickly. And one thing that helped me out tremendously, I don't know what elo you're at, but learning pawn structures helped me out. And it helped me out to never, ever be lost on what I'm doing, learning pawn structures. Never, ever be lost on what I'm doing. All right. All right. I don't play Blitz, but I don't panic under time. Okay, so that's a good skill. You probably need to play more Blitz then. You can use that. He can use that because most people panic. How did he get paired against GM Ben Feingold? Because Ben Feingold, he streams too on Twitch. He streams too, and he probably played in one of his tournaments. You gotta watch my game. It's fast for sure. Okay, what's your game? I was only looking at games for the people who subbed though. I was only looking at this game because he subbed. So if you want to sub on Twitch, you can, and I'll look at your game. That wasn't like looking at people's games wasn't really on the agenda, I will say, but I don't mind doing it. Yeah, we was supposed to just be doing a rapid tournament. I don't have it. Well, I can't do. Here's the thing now. Would it be right for me to look at your game if Southern Chess Spirit subbed to me for me to look at his game? Like, we got to make this balance. You're going to have to wait until next Monday for me to look at your game. I stream every week, all right? I stream every week. Any more questions for me to answer? How about you just look at everyone's game? Nah, that's not how that works, all right? That if it's not a part of the plan, if it's not a part of the agenda, that's not how that works. Are there any online resources you can recommend for learning pawn structures? YouTube has a lot of videos, a lot of resources. Like the St. Louis Chess Club has playlists on playlists on playlists on pawn structures. And then plus, my YouTube channel actually gives it, like I think I made a whole video on pawn structures. I literally have a YouTube video that I think it was like 10 minutes I made on pawn structures. So you can go look at that too. I'm 1700. Yeah, so that same rule applies. He's my friend. Can you look at his too? Ferrari. You're gonna get the special friend, the special friend discount. Well, if Southern Chess Spirit gave you this is gonna be the last game that I'm looking at then. Just because Southern Chess Spirit, he subbed. All right, it's gonna be the last game I'm looking at. So you can thank Southern Chess Spirit. All right, here we go. Oh, we face Noah on Twitch. Ah, man. Nah, man. How fast was this game? Okay, 1 minute. Let's get it. Both of y'all playing some unusual openings, but I'm with it. I'm with it. Pushing up the H pawn. All right. Are we gonna get a win? I don't know. Okay, we're definitely losing now. But this is bullet though, so.
We can't see board.
Oh, my bad. That's a rookie mistake. All right, here goes the game. All right, here we go. Bishop E7. Push up the H pawn. Things are going swell, but then they get this D pawn, which sucks because all you needed to do was like push up that D pawn. But it's fine. It's fun. It's bullet. Just keep on going fast. There's some complications that we can deal with everything later. You know, we're just going against the 2800. No worries. No worries. We can win this. All right. Okay, cool. We got our knight developed. Oh, snap. They're pushing up the H pawn. This is bad. Okay, we take a rook though. We take a rook. All right. Everything is balanced again. No. What is that move? What is that? Guy, you already know what I'm about to say. I don't care if you're a 2300. There is no reason why you shouldn't have did rook to a2. I don't even care what their time looks like. I would have spent the extra second to do rook to a2. I don't care. I'm calling it out. I'm calling it out. All right. I'm calling it out. Things can't see the board. Okay. Angie, I gotta do 10 push-ups now. Bet. Bro, really is Angie. I am. Do some 10 Angie push-ups. Bet. Rook b7. Dang, did they have like an internet connection loss or something? What the heck happened? Was you really just playing that fast? What? Oh, wow. Yeah, you was just a head up on time that whole time. That's crazy. That's really good.
Aminok JS followed your channel.
All right. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. All right. Then we're just going to win this. And we won against a 2800. We won against a 2800. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Anyway, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Do you know the song Rook B1? Nope, I do not know the song Rook B1. All right, we're gonna head on out of here. I got things to do, games to play. Scotch Gambit, please. I already answered all the questions for today. You should have been here earlier. Be here next time, on time. Yeah, thanks for the review. Sub will follow. Hey, let's go! All right. No video game. We need to bring the video game breaks back. we need to start on like Punch Out 2 or something. All right, let me do these push-ups right quick. I got y'all. I'm only doing these 10. All right, cool. How many times you stream? Well, it's supposed to be 3, but sometimes it's 2. Sometimes this week it was 1 because, you know, I had to do some family stuff. Family emergency. What chess books do you recommend? I can just show all these books very quick just because. But normally just an encyclopedia book like this one's a little bit dirty, my bad. But like an encyclopedia book like this will do you justice. Something that talks about everything first. Like any encyclopedia book will be great for you all, right? If you're starting out chess. Even if the grammar is bad, even if the wording is not accurate, it doesn't matter. It goes to 0. It will not go to 0. Hey, what chess books do you recommend? Okay, I already explained that. It will not go to 0. All right. Who we? You know what? Let's just. Did I not follow him? Okay, we got somebody. We got somebody. Oh my god. It's James Dokes. Oh my goodness. Patrick Gamer is gonna be glad that you said that name. Do I got his face? He's just always mad. When I see clips of him, he's always mad. He's like, yeah, Prehistoric isn't here. Tell him in the chat, tell him in the Discord that he missed out. he missed out. Bay Harbor Butcher. Look, see, Prehistoric is already going in. I need to watch the show. I know, I get it, right? I get the need to watch the show. All right, I do. All right, see y'all later.